This is my grandmother and grandfather Perkins' home in Brooklyn, Mississippi. I can remember going there when I was young. Those big trees. Listen to those birds. I've always dreamed of owning this home. I said I was going to buy it, return it to its glory, and become the mayor of Brooklyn. On this day, it was up for sale. It had gotten out of the family after my Uncle Ben had passed away, and it was for sale. And Chris and I went to look at it. We just kind of turned it over to God and said, if it's meant to be, Lord, just let it happen. If not, close the door. That tree right there on the other side of it, I believe, is the property line. Of course, we didn't get it. God closed the door for us, but He opened the door for my cousin Debbie, and she owns the house. She lives in Texas, and her and her husband are fixing it up.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
I had dreams of making this thing beautiful once again and hosting family reunions and baby showers, maybe making it a bed and breakfast, if not living there. I would have loved to live there too.
Big tree.
That's the back.
This is where the old barn was.
Yeah, something happened to the barn while it wasn't in our family. I think the rumor was it was lightning. I have a picture of the barn. I'll post it in there too. It was a big barn. At the back of the property, there is a little creek that ran along the property line, or maybe actually on this side of the property line. I never went down there when I was a kid. This was actually my first time seeing it.
The creek straight through there.
My grandmother had 9 kids,
Oh my
4 boys,
goodness.
5 girls.
Mm.
I think I stepped in a hole.
Oh wow.
That could be so beautiful.
It goes all the way up. Border the our land. Mm-hmm.
If YouTube ever makes me rich, I'm going to buy this. Mark my word,
All
if the
right.
Lord willing. We headed back up towards the house now. I would plant fruit trees.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
mercy. Oh, there's a hole.
I actually think there was a pecan tree on the property. I know there was a pear tree because Daddy planted it, I believe. That's on the side of the house that Dad's bedroom was on. Need a little work on that chimney. This here was the living room. Yeah, the living room. That's the little hallway that went to my Uncle Sam and my dad's room. Now that's the front bathroom. It was remodeled. Uncle Benny had remodeled it, but I still remember how it used to look. This was Daddy's room. Of course, they didn't have carpet back then. There's the closet that separates his room from Uncle Sam's room. That's inside the closet looking into Uncle Sam's room. And that's Uncle Sam's room. Oh, I wish I could fix it up. That's the little hallway again, looking out to the living room. Uncle Sam's room again. That's the little hallway looking down to their bedrooms. And in that hallway was the attic fan. This is the living room. There's going to be some pictures that shows it back in the day. That's the front door. Oh, it's a mess. That is the kitchen. That I believe is what I called Aunt Mary's room. It was at the front of the house. Again, the kitchen. Now the little girl holding the baby, that was my grandmother. That's my grandmother there standing at that kitchen window. That's the barn. That's my daddy on the right and my Uncle Sam on the left. They're standing in front of the fireplace. Now that's the dining room. That's my Aunt Christine standing in front of the dining room. Now that's the living room and the dining room. There was some sort of party going on, probably a bridal shower or something. That piano, everybody played that piano. That's my cousin Cheryl. That's my Uncle Benny and my Uncle Doug and Cheryl walking in between them. That's me in the front living room. Now that's the Volkswagen. I just had to show you the Volkswagen.